gotta get through the election. Yeah. Gotta go past the election. You know, you have 6 years in front of you.
But not all.
4 nights a week on TV.
Not all.
You gotta turn around.
Yeah.
Maybe they'll have made a mistake.
Call meeting to order. Oh, please rise. I ask you to join me in a moment of reflection on the business that's before us this evening. And please join me to pledge allegiance. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Clerk, please take the roll.
Alderman Basso.
Here.
Alderman Violet.
Here.
Alderman Clifford. Here. Alderman Fulkerson.
Present.
Alderman Key.
Here.
Alderman Kromarski.
Here.
Alderman McGovern.
Here.
Alderman McGrogan.
Here.
Mayor, City Clerk, Treasurer, and Attorney are present.
All right, there's no special presentations tonight, so first thing to business is the consent calendar. You have two items, the approval of minutes of the City Council meeting from October 2nd, 2018, along with the approval of payroll and voucher list for the period ending October 12th, 2018. Entertain a motion to approve said.
So moved.
Moved by Alderman Kromarski, seconded by Alderman McGovern. Discussion, roll call.
Alderman Basso.
Aye.
Alderman Violet.
Yes.
Alderman Clifford.
Aye.
Alderman Fulkerson.
Yes.
Alderman Key.
Yes.
Alderman Kromarski.
Yes.
Alderman McGovern.
Yes.
Alderman McGrogan.
Yes.
All right, that's it. All right, no sealed bids. Under my report, just, I usually don't have my cell phone here, but I do tonight, only because some of you know my son works at Northwestern Hospital, but he's there not in his managerial capacity, but he's there with his wife having their first baby, hopefully tonight.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
I'm waiting for the messages here, so. So with that, thank you. Looking for a motion to approve the renewing of our intergovernment agreement between the city and the Cook County for the providing environmental and health inspections for the year 2019.
So moved.
Moved by Alderman Kromarski, second by Alderman Clifford. Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Alderman Basso. Aye. Alderman Violet.
Aye.
Alderman Clifford.
Aye.
Alderman Fulkerson.
Yes.
Alderman Key.
Yes.
Alderman Kromarski.
Yes.
Alderman McGovern.
Aye.
Alderman McGrogan.
Yes.
Motion carries.
City Clerk.
Thank you. I have one announcement. A public hearing will be held on Tuesday, November 6, 2018 at 6:45 at the Palos Heights City Hall to consider a proposed tax levy increase for the city of Palos Heights for 2018. Any person who wishes to appear at the hearing and present testimony may contact myself at City Hall, 708-361-1800. That's all I have.
All right, thank you, sir. Treasurer's report.
Thank you, Mayor. This is the Treasurer's Report for the period ending September 30th, 2018. General Fund had a beginning cash balance of $4,425,139.50. Revenues of $639,501.24. Expenses totaling $868,331.78. Other source use $6,597.80, giving an ending cash balance in the general fund of $4,189,711.16. Total of all funds began the month with $17,037,174.53. Revenues totaling $1,445,249.42. Expenses $1,696,496.60. Other source use $184,719.94, giving an ending cash balance in all funds of $16,601,207.41. That concludes my report, Mr. Mayor.
For motion to approve the treasurer.
So moved.
Moved by Alderman Fulkerson. Is there a second? Second by Alderman Violet. Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. City Attorney.
No report, Mr. Mayor.
Any communication anyone have this evening? Citizens wishing to address the council? If not, standing committees, Alderman Fulkerson first, Finance.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Item number 11 on the agenda. I move to approve fund balance transfers of $480,995 from the general fund to the capital improvement fund and $1,425,854 from the water and sewer fund to the water and sewer capital fund to fund projects for the 2019.
Second.
Moved by Alderman Fulkerson, second by Alderman Violet. Discussion? Roll call?
Alderman Basso.
Aye.
Alderman Violet.
Yes.
Alderman Clifford.
Aye.
Alderman Fulkerson.
Yes.
Alderman Key.
Yes.
Alderman Kromarski.
Yes.
Alderman McGovern.
Aye.
Alderman McGrogan.
Yes.
Item 12 on the agenda, I move to approve and authorize the mayor and city clerk to execute a fiber optic telecommunications finance agreement for the use of right-of-ways between the City of Palos Heights and MCI Metro Access Transmission Services Corp., a subsidiary of Verizon.
Second.
Moved by Alderman Fulkerson and second by Alderman Violet. Any discussion then? Roll call?
Alderman Violet.
Yes.
Alderman Kromarski.
Yes.
Alderman Basso.
Aye.
Alderman Fulkerson.
Yes.
Alderman Key.
Yes.
Alderman McGrogan.
Yes.
Alderman McGovern.
Aye.
Alderman Clifford.
Aye.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. That concludes my report.
Thank you, sir. Alderman McGovern, Public Safety?
Yes, Mr. Mayor, and item number 13 on the agenda, I'd like to make a motion to adopt an ordinance declaring 4 2015 Chevy Tahoe police vehicles as surplus and authorizing the sale of said vehicles.
Second.
Moved by Alderman McGovern, second by Alderman Kromarski. Discussion? Roll call?
Alderman Basso.
Aye.
Alderman McGovern.
Aye.
Alderman Key.
Aye.
Alderman Violet.
Yes.
Alderman Clifford.
Aye.
Alderman McGrogan.
Yes.
Alderman Fulkerson.
Yes.
Alderman Kromarski.
Yes.
And once again, Mr. Mayor, I'd like to thank the citizens with this Lock It and Lose It campaign that we've had going on. This has turned into a great thing. We have reduced the amount of thefts from motor vehicles around our city in the last month to almost nothing. Thank you all for your support. Please keep your cars locked. Let's keep this going, and we can prevent this from happening anymore. Let's hope so. Okay, thank you.
All right. Municipal Grounds and Property, Alderman Basso?
Yes, Mayor, I have no items on the agenda, but once again, I'd like to remind everyone that Saturday is the e-cycle day. October 29th is the last trip for the chipper, and November 29th will be the last day for yard waste pickup. Also, I'd like to remind everyone that trash should not be put out until the night before trash pickup day. And if you have large items like refrigerators and washers and sofas and items, a courtesy call to the waste hauler would be much appreciated so they can prepare to pick that up. Thank you.
All right, thank you, sir. Alderman Clifford, Planning and Zoning?
There's no report at this time, Mr. Mayor.
All right, thank you. Alderman Key, Recreation?
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I'd like to make a motion to reject the bid from Abbey Paving for the public pool improvements project in the amount of $119,408 based on the engineer's review and recommendation.
Second.
Moved by Alderman Key, second by Alderman Violet. Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
And then I'd like to make a motion to approve change order number 2 for an additional 333 square yards of landscape restoration in the amount of $1,190 for the tennis court renovation project at Palmer and Community Parks.
Moved by Alderman Key, second by Alderman Violet. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
And then I'd like to make a motion to approve joining the Renew Active program for members of the United Healthcare Medicare Advantage Plan.
Moved by Alderman Key, second by Alderman Violet. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Similar
Right.
program. I'd like to make a motion to approve joining the ARP Medicare Fitness Program.
Moved by Alderman Key,
Second.
second by Alderman Violet. I want to thank you for ARP. That was very nice. Thank you. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
And then I'd like to make a motion to approve the purchase and installation of a park sign at Myers Park in the amount not to exceed $4,300.
Moved by Alderman Key, second by Alderman Violet. Roll call. Let's do that.
Alderman Violet.
Yes.
Alderman Kromarski.
Yes.
Alderman Basso.
Aye.
Alderman Fulkerson.
Yes.
Alderman Key.
Yes.
Alderman McGrogan.
Yes.
Alderman McGovern.
Aye.
Alderman Clifford.
Aye.
And then this Thursday is the pumpkin decorating contest at the rec center. It's from 6 o'clock to 7 o'clock. Once again, this Thursday, which is the 18th. Bring your own pumpkin. For more details, you can call the rec center. A week later, on the 25th, is the Touch a Truck and Treat at the pool parking lot. That's from 5 o'clock to 8 o'clock. That's ever since we started that program. It's been growing each year.
It's a nice thing to bring your kids to. And on November 8th, something to look forward to, all you veterans out there and their families, on November 8th from 9 o'clock till 10:30 in the morning is the second year we're having a veterans breakfast at the rec center in the Orchard Room. And it's free it's free to veterans and one guest each. And that concludes my report.
And then after that, at 11 o'clock, we'll have the Veterans Program here at the park.
Okay,
So,
perfect.
very good. All right. Roads and Construction, Alderman Komarski.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Move to approve entering into an engineering agreement with Morris Engineering Incorporated for the roadway improvement project on 76th Avenue between 131st and 135th Street.
Moved by Alderman Komarski. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by, I'm sorry, Alderman McGovern. Discussion? Roll call?
Alderman Basso.
Aye.
Alderman McGovern.
Yes.
Alderman Key.
Yes.
Alderman Violet.
Yes.
Alderman Clifford.
Aye.
Alderman McGrogan.
Yes.
Alderman Fulkerson.
Yes.
Alderman Komarski.
Yes. Move to approve entering into an engineering agreement with Christopher Berg Engineering Limited for the Lake Catherine parking lot expansion and green infrastructure project.
Second?
Moved by Alderman Komarski, second by Alderman Key. Discussion? Roll call?
Alderman McGovern.
Yes.
Alderman Violet.
Yes.
Alderman Fulkerson.
Yes.
Alderman Basso.
Yes.
Alderman McGrogan.
Yes.
Alderman Clifford.
Aye.
Alderman Key.
Yes.
Alderman Komarski.
Yes. Move to approve the purchase of a Pelican street sweeper with SPC Pricing Suburban Purchasing Corporation, Co-op, from Standard Equipment in an amount not to exceed $226,270, and that will be in next year's budget, Mr. Mayor. This is only to get us into the slot to order.
Right, great. Moved by Alderman Komarski. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Alderman Clifford. Discussion? Roll call?
Alderman Violet.
Yes.
Alderman Komarski.
Yes.
Alderman Basso.
Aye.
Alderman Fulkerson.
Yes.
Alderman Key.
Yes.
Alderman McGrogan.
Yes.
Alderman McGovern.
Yes.
Alderman Clifford.
Yes.
And that's the end of my
right,
report,
thank
Mayor.
you.
Thank you.
Alderman McGrogan?
Mr. Mayor, no report this evening.
All right, thank you, sir. Water and Sewer, Alderman Violet.
No report, Mr. Mayor.
Under Special Reports, Business and Economic Development, Alderman Key.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I'd like to make a motion to approve payment to Big Tent Events in the amount of $8,294.90 for the rental of 2 tents and related equipment in connection with the Kris Kringle Market to be held at the municipal parking lot on Friday, November 30th and Saturday, December 1st. And this will be paid back from vendor fees.
Second.
Moved by Alderman Key and seconded by Alderman Komarski. Any discussion? Roll call?
Alderman Basso.
Aye.
Alderman McGovern.
Yes.
Alderman Key.
Yes.
Alderman Violet.
Yes.
Alderman Clifford.
Yes.
Alderman McGrogan.
Yes.
Alderman Fulkerson.
Yes.
Alderman Komarski.
Yes.
So while we're on the subject of the holidays, it's really all month long here in the Heights. It starts with the Christmas tree lighting at Lake Catherine for the Chamber of Commerce and runs really through the whole month. And there's activities at the library and the college and here at the city. And so mark your calendars. We now have 76 vendors in the municipal parking lot for the Kris Kringle Market and 23 different businesses around town have joined the merchant program. And so that, I think we had 12 last year. We have 23 this year, and we had 14 vendors last year, and now we have 76. So it'll be under heated tent. And then just as a reminder, the farmer's market is closed at the regular spot in the municipal parking lot on Wednesdays. But look ahead to November 17th. That's when the winter farmer's market begins in the Orchard Room at the Rec Center. And that concludes my report, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you. Ad hoc cable, anything, Alderman Fulkerson?
No report, Mr. Mayor.
All right, citizens wishing to, old business? Citizens wishing to ask questions? Any new business?
Yes.
Yes, Alderman Violet.
Last week at one of our committee meetings, we had a disagreement that I believe that we need to clarify perhaps as a council. A motion was made and it resulted in a 2-2 vote on the committee. And one of the aldermen believed that the result of a 2-2 vote, according to Robert's Rules of Order, I guess, causes the motion to die. Now, logically, that just doesn't make sense to me, because it means that 2 aldermen have the ability to kill any issue that comes before that comes before any of our committees. And, I mean, I've never realized that before, as long as I've been here. And we've had other 2-2 votes, and we've had 2-2 issues that have gone before council. And I didn't realize that we were being governed by Robert's Rules of Order. I thought we were being governed by ordinances. But in any case, that ordinance apparently was decided to be killed on a 2-2 vote. I would suggest that at some point in the future, we take up this issue, because it seems to me that 6 aldermen should not be disenfranchised by 2. Logic suggests that. I think that each side in a 2-2 vote should have the opportunity to make its case before the council as a whole and take a vote at that point. Now, the issue at hand really isn't the point here. It's the way we operate and do business. And so hopefully we can arrive at some sort of solution to this in the near future.
Yeah, I mean, it's part of our ordinances, it does say we're operating under Robert's rules, so that it's.
Well, our meetings are.
Right.
Mr.
And so that's where it would come into play. I mean, so we can, as far as transparency, that would be a way to do it. I agree with you, but it has to be done we can do it by ordinance.
Right.
In the past, we have brought motions here that have gone 2-2, but when they're questioned, Robert's rules would have to take precedent, and that's why it was
But we
not
could
brought.
pass our own ordinance.
I agree totally.
That would,
I agree
in
totally.
which a 2-2
Sure,
vote would.
definitely.
Well, as it stands right now, a 2-2 tie is a defeat.
Right,
Section
Yeah,
8.
that's not,
Section
that's not
8,
even
Robert's
questioned.
rules.
right. It's true.
Section 8, Robert's
That's true.
rules.
So
it's
something
also-
that's confusing to it, though, that adds the confusion to it, is occasionally something will come before us that either came out of, like, let's say zoning board of appeals or something like that, and it's a tie vote, and then it comes to us without recommendation.
That's
And it
that's specifically in the ordinance that it does it.
And so, so then you go, well, why can't that
Right.
cover this too? Or something like that. And in that case, it would need 6 votes to pass it.
I understand.
And so there's enough confusion as to, we should take a look at this.
I'm not,
And it's got nothing to do with the issue at hand.
Yeah.
I mean, because I agree. I mean, when it happened, we asked our city administrator just to look at it, knowing ahead of time that whatever the answer was, we would abide by that.
My answer was put on the agenda, but the same problem you have if the vote's 3-1, or if the vote is 4-0. You're still frustrating everybody else on the council by not taking an opportunity to vote on it in full council.
Sure.
My opinion was, when I was asked, is, for full transparency and to vet all the issues that come before the city council, just put it on the agenda. I mean, past practice, as you pointed out, it's always been in the city of Palos Heights, even when it's a 2-2 vote, it goes to the council.
Yeah.
And because, and even though if you follow technically the Robert's Rules of Order, which is traditionally written for large conventions with thousands of people, the mayor can at any time call a committee of the whole and put on the agenda, and y'all get to analyze it then anyway. So it's really, I was just trying to streamline that step by saying put it on the agenda, because now you're in a position where now the mayor has to call a special meeting, you have to get together again and talk about it, when you just could have.
Well, it seems to
Taken
me
action.
we've had that happen in the
Yeah.
past,
Yeah.
where
Until it's
we've had
questioned.
3-1 and 2-2
Right.
issues that have simply gone to council and been discussed, and each alderman would make his case.
Past practice has
This
been.
is the first time
Right.
that I know of, since I've been here,
Yeah.
that Robert's Rules of Order has been invoked on a
Right.
2-2 vote.
it's true.
Well, Mr. Mayor, I would say that, almost every one of us who's been sitting in these chairs for a number of years and sometimes decades, we've had the votes come in 2-2, is all the aldermen are mentioning. And I think almost in every case, unless I'm mistaken, it's always with the caveat, it's with no recommendation, and then we would vote on it. And and so I think this is really, when I was reading all the back and forth emails, is really the first time it came up, as you pointed out, where we've actually invoked the Robert's Rules situation. And the other thing too that's in there, to go to your point about the other aldermen being represented, is ironically, which I know it doesn't happen often, but if the committee chairman isn't there and it's a 2-0 vote, that's worthless. Nothing happens. You got to wait for either the guy to come back, or you have to have a 3-0 vote. And so
Maybe we should streamline it or look at it or.
Yeah, it's worth consideration, I agree with
Right.
that. Yeah, so.
You know, just one last thing. I was very happy that it was a very minor issue that, I mean, no one's going to lose sleep over this issue. But maybe to bring it up, to straighten this out so that we're all on the same page is good. If it was a serious issue, it would be, more politically and
Just off the top of my
motivated.
head, the way that I would say it comes to the council with what the recommendation was or what the vote was at the committee. In all cases, go from there. But we can work on that.
Yeah,
So.
thank you.
Question, Mr. Mayor? And just to throw it out there, if a ZBA meeting was 2-2,
Mhm.
and then it's gonna come to planning or zoning or
Right.
whatever, is that coming as a negative vote, which requires 6
Right,
majority
that's in
votes?
the ordinances.
In that particular
That
case?
specifically is in the ordinances, that's why it's addressed there.
And then, like this issue here, if that was the same thing, would it
If
6?
if the ordinances were rewritten to bring it, you could say that if it was not a positive vote from the committee,
But
it
is
has to be a majority or supermajority.
But right now, it stands as 6, right? You need 6 or you don't, out of committee.
Actually, technically, as you did, you can call it under Robert's rule, it doesn't even come to this board.
Mhm.
So if a vote was 4-4 out of one of these different committees, like maybe.
Well, it couldn't be
ZBA
4-4.
Well, ZBA,
Okay,
okay. If it was 4-4, could you break the tie?
No.
no, it's gotta be supermajority to come out of the
It'd be 6 aldermen.
6
you need
aldermen.
6 all.
I don't have a vote unless it's in it.
So it comes out as a vote, 6 all.
So, to clarify this, this is not a new issue because of what happened last week in some committee. This has been in question for a couple of years and never been responded to. We don't have all that many issues where there's a 2-2 vote at committee, first of all. But it was my understanding that our whole committee structure is based upon the premise that we all don't have to meet for all of these issues because we'd be here all night long at the council meeting. So that's why the committees meet, and the council generally goes along with the recommendations of the committee. So from what I'm hearing, even if the vote is 3-1, well, there's still 5 aldermen that haven't heard the arguments. Does that mean that issue goes to council too?
Well, there'd be 4, but that's beside, yeah.
Pardon me?
There'd be 4 that hadn't heard it. There's 4 in a committee, and there's 4 that's not in a committee.
Right, so if a tie is 2-2, that's upsetting to some people, that would be a negative vote. What if it's 3-1 and
I think if the case was 3-1.
There's still 5 aldermen that haven't, or 4 aldermen that haven't heard
I think if it was
that.
3-1, the one dissenting alderman would have to make his case to the
Right.
other alderman at the next city council meeting. I think that's
Well,
the way
then-
3-1
then-
votes are handled.
I mean, in many-
If he wants to pursue the
There-
issue, he would make his case.
There are towns that have the committee of the whole, to meet on the off days, and you guys meet, all the aldermen meet with every committee. I mean, we don't have that structure, so, and I don't think you want to go to that structure, at least I haven't been
Well,
told
it would
that.
seem like every issue from committee could come to council.
It could, yes. So, I think what we're saying is we
And it
want to
does.
address this problem, or this situation, and we will do that. going
Actually,
forward.
Mr. Mayor, every issue from committee does come to council.
Pretty much, yeah.
And generally, there's no opposition, and the recommendation of the committee is adopted and the
Right.
ordinance is passed, or as we did tonight with finance, we made fund balance transfers based upon the recommendation of the finance committee. So they all come here.
They don't all come
And,
here for
and
debate.
every alderman on this body has his right and his opportunity, if he's not on that committee or she's not on that committee, to express an opposing
No,
viewpoint.
but they don't all come here, because in the Recreation Committee, it was 2-2, so it never didn't come here.
I'm talking about the ones that do get
Oh,
it.
yeah, definitely, no. I
They
understand.
all have their opportunity to respond.
Yeah, I think what they're saying is how to get the ones that don't have that to get them here. That's.
Well, I know, and I
So-
understand that. And
So could we
in
do
the
that
20
once
years
more?
that I've been here,
It's minimal.
we've had 2-2 votes in committees, and they've come here. And it wasn't on zoning, and it wasn't on planning, it
agree.
was on other issues
A lot of
in
driveways and stuff like that.
in the 8 committees.
This was an unusual case,
Yeah.
but I think because it happened, we need to
Yeah,
address
we
it.
can address it.
I don't disagree with that, but I think we're making a mountain out of a
Yeah.
molehill.
I agree.
So again, If an issue is a 2-2 in committee and it comes to council, does it need a majority vote to pass or a supermajority vote to pass?
Majority.
Right now, majority.
That's
Pardon me?
fine.
Majority.
The only thing,
A simple majority.
only thing under the law that requires supermajority is zoning. Everything else is majority.
Okay.
So if it comes out of zoning, a tie vote,
With a negative recommendation,
No,
if it's a
negative.
tie, there's no recommendation. But you're talking about the zoning board listening to it, or the zoning committee? Zoning committee,
zoning board.
yeah, the zoning board, if it's a tie, it's no recommendation, so it requires a supermajority.
I mean, that's what I want to clarify, so everybody knows that. I think that's what maybe all of the council was.
Well, we'll come up with some ideas on that, you know, and then bring it through the committee and see. Okay?
Okay,
All right.
thank you.
Any other new business?
Oh, just one other announcement. Clarity on the on the e-cycle, all your electronic waste, that's this Saturday, the 20th,
Right.
and it's from 8:30 to 11:30
Right.
on the west side of the police station. And I'd just like to thank everybody that helped out with the Payless Lions Candy Day this year, our police department, numbers 134, and people around town that helped us at the various locations. Again, it was a success, and what we made will go to help a lot of people. And we'll be opening the tree lot in mid-November for your Christmas tree, Christmas needs up there. So if you feel like helping out there, just give me a call.
Great.
Thank
All
you
right.
for the support.
Anything else? Entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
All in favor?
Aye.
Good evening.